back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nooby, and in today's video, we are back with another Roblox video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showcasing this new game called Charmed. So 2 days ago, exactly, this game, Charmed, released. So we have been waiting for this game to come out for a while. They released some testing for a while, but now this is a pre-alpha, which means it is here forever. So yeah, that is very cool. So now that the developer or the main developer is done with Charm, they're going to also develop Mermaids and Magic, which is super cool. So hopefully we'll see more videos coming from that. I also need to showcase some characters from that, but we're not going to be talking about Mermaids and Magic. We're just going to be talking about Charm. So if you guys don't know what Charmed is, it is a TV show. I'm not sure of all the places you can watch it. I'm not going to list them. But basically, Charmed, yeah, it's a very old TV show. You can watch it on Hulu. Some other stuff, I'm not sure. Yeah, but Charmed is a very old show. It's really cool. It's about 4 witches, I guess, just exploring the world. Yeah, 4 main witches, just being witches, finding out they're witches, all that stuff, which is super cool. So yeah, as you can see, Prue here, or Kyle is Prue. You know, Prue can levitate stuff, which is super cool. So yeah, this like TV show is like really good, so I suggest you guys go watch it if you can. And yeah, so I guess we could just get on with this video.
All I need is 10 more minutes, 10 more minutes with you. Let me give it a one last shot. Will I ever get through to you?
So first, I'm going to be showing you the future spell. So a future spell is a spell only for the 4 charmed witches, or the charmed ones. So this applies to Prue, Phoebe, Piper, Paige, Prue, Piper, and Phoebe. So if you're those 4 witches, you will spawn automatically over here. If you're not, you're just gonna spawn throughout the map somewhere. So basically what you do is you just hold B, and their Discord server will be in the description below. They have some spells, like channels that show the spells. So yeah, you guys can copy and paste that, but I will still leave the spells in the description below if you guys don't want to join the Discord server if you don't have Discord. So yeah, that will be in the description below. Don't forget to check it out for the spells. So what you do is you type in this, and as you can see, you put this letter in the bowl, and this really cool light effect happens. So yeah, don't forget to join my Discord. But basically, what this does, it gives you an extra spell. So as you can see right over here, it says Orb Shield Future Spell. So that means you can only use it if you do the future spell. So again, only 4 witches, which are Piper, Phoebe, Prue, and Paige, you know, can do the future spell. So I'm going to be showing you all the future spells for all the charmed ones. So the first one is Paige. As you can see, she has this kind of orb shield. If you throw a projectile or anything, it will obviously shield it. You can walk into the shield, but if you click, as you can see, the shield explodes and it pushes everybody around you away. So it doesn't do too much damage, but it does the job. Now we're going to be moving on to Prue's future spell power. So what Prue's future spell power, you know, Kyle, do you want to explain it?
Okay, so now we're going to be moving on to Prue's future power, and basically what hers is, it's called a telekinetic wave, and basically what you do is you send out this blast of like telekinetic stuff, and it will hit the target. You basically, it just looks like this. Oh, and you can hit yourself with it. So try to be as far away as you can, but still try to hit them because you need to aim with it. Because if you don't aim, you're just going to lose the target. Or they could also orb away. But basically, you could just hit them with it. But it does take a lot of energy, so yeah.
That was a very cool explanation. So the next person that we're going to be showing is Piper. So again, what you do is just hold B, type in the spell, you place the letter in the thing, you glow golden, all that stuff, and you get the future spell. So yeah. So first we're going to be showing you Piper. So the thing that Piper has, it basically lights the person on fire. So what you do is you just push your cursor on somebody and then you hold R. And as you can see, the amount of time you're holding R, they will burst into fire basically. So this does drain your magic the more you hold it. So make sure not to waste all your magic because obviously you need to fight more people. And yeah, now Kyle will explain Phoebe.
Okay, so now we're moving on to Phoebe's future spell, and basically what you do is you walk over to a target, you have to be a bit close, and you go over to them and you hold R, and basically you do this pain infliction thing where they start to like wobble and they get weak and they can't do any powers, and it will get them down to I think 15 health. They will fall on the floor, and then you can finish them off with a kick. But I let Nooby heal for a bit.
I'm going to be showcasing the charmed ones and the map. So yeah, I'm going to be showing Paige first. So obviously we know what this future spell is. It's an orb shield, and if you click, it explodes, and anybody around you will get pushed away from you, dealing not too much damage, but also a lot. Just kidding, it's not a lot, it's a little bit. So, as you can see, we saw this shield. It pushes everybody away, as you can see. Also, when you do that, it has this really cool blue effect. It's called orbing effect, sorta. I don't really know what you call it, but it basically is like orbing. So the first power is telekinetic orbing. As you can see, it has that same effect that when you like hold C and you click, it has that same effect when people get pushed away. So you just click F, and as you can see, you just whack them away from you, basically. So yeah. It is called telekinetic orbing. The next power is photokinesis. As you can see, it has this really cool effect. So what photokinesis is, it's a light kind of based ability. So whenever it touches someone or affects someone, their screen will be white for 5 seconds or something, so you will get blinded. It does take away some health away, so yeah. And now I'm going to show what Prue's kind of like. So basically, one of Prue's powers is deflecting or reflecting it back. So if you like throw like a projectile at Prue, you can Prue, like the character, can obviously just shoot it back. So let me just do it with Kyle. Let's see if he can do it. As you can see, Kyle reflected it back. Obviously, it can hit you, but you have to aim it like really well. So yeah. The next power is healing. I don't think you can heal yourself. I'm not really sure again. So let me just damage Kyle a bit. So yeah, you cannot heal yourself. You can only heal other people. Okay, so let me just hold E. As you can see, your hands start glowing. And if you touch your hands on someone, as you can see, it will heal Kyle really fast. So this is like a good kind of teammate kind of thing. If you're with a teammate and they're like low health, you can obviously use this. Wyatt also has a spell, if you guys didn't know. Wyatt is also a witch. And yeah. Again, this is how it looks like. Kind of cool glowing effect. Yeah, a white lighter and a witch. The next power is orbing. So this is kind of one of my favorite kind of effects of teleportation. This basically teleports you wherever you want to go. So you just click Q. You can also do this with multiple people. They just have to be near you when you click Q. So as you can see, oh, okay, I see how it is. So let me just go back to Kyle. As you can see, it has the same effect as when I did this. So what that is, it's called orbing. Orbing basically is a cool effect thing. I don't really know how to explain it. It's like teleportation, basically. So if Kyle is near me and I click Q, as you can see, he also orbs with me. So again, a really good teammate power if you want to use that. So yeah. And that is all for Phoebe. So that is all for Paige. Now let's go get on to Prue.
Okay, so now that we're done with Paige, we're gonna go with Prue. And her first ability is astral projection, and you just press C to activate this power. So you aim the power anywhere with your mouse, and you press C. You'll have this amazing effect. I just fell out of the world. That's hot. Let's redo that. I just fell out of the world. Okay, so now that we're done with Paige, we will be doing Prue, and basically what Prue can do is she has telekinesis and astral projection. So her first ability that she has is called astral projection, and basically you aim your mouse somewhere and press C, and you will teleport there as like this ghost thing. And basically your other body will be here and just stay here, and this body you can go and spy on people and like do your powers. Oh no, you can't even do your powers, and people can hit you though, so you might want to watch out. So you can't do your powers on people, but you can grab objects like this with telekinesis and fling them, but they can also damage your body, so you might want to go back to your body and then you'll get full health, and then you'll be like, what the heck are you doing to my body, and then kill them. So basically the more that you have astral projection, the more energy you will lose. So now that's it for astral projection. We'll move on to the next ability, which is called telekinetic wave, which I've already shown before, but we'll show it again. And it's basically the future spell. So you go over here and you get the future spell, blah blah, say the spell. And then you have this ability, and it's like telekinesis, but like way stronger. And it sends this like blast of telekinetic energy at the person that you want it to. So you aim it, you press F, and they will get blasted back and will get hurt. And it does a lot of damage, but it does take a lot of energy, so use it wisely. Don't just keep spamming it, because then you have no energy to like push people away from you. Now we will move on to her next ability, which is a telekinetic ability called area telekinesis. And now basically what this does is whatever's around you, any objects that are around you will be flung away, or people that are around you will be flung away. So let me just grab some objects.
Wait, grab me.
And
okay, do it.
Now that we have objects and a person, we'll press R. And you don't have to aim it, you'll just press it. And now you see that the rock flung and Nooby got flung too. Oh, this is a very good power. If people are like killing you, you will just push them all the way and then run away, and you'll have time to run away. So if Nooby sends something at me, you can also use area telekinesis if you don't have good aim. So if Nooby can send this at me, you can use area. It doesn't really work, but
let's go try it again.
I don't think it will work on photokinesis, but I think you can only do one other power on it. But let's try it one more time.
Okay, ready, 3, 2, 1.
Now, if Nooby will send his beautiful blast,
Oh, that's so
and push
hot.
it back this time, and yeah.
Ugh.
As you can see, it malfunctioned, so we need to go back.
Okay, ready?
Okay, so let's go again. Yeah, I think it's broken or something. Okay, so I think it only works on people. It doesn't work on objects, but let's try it one more time. You hit the table, so and Nooby just sucks at fleeing stuff.
So you basically get the point of it. It just like reflects it back.
Okay, so the next power for Prue is called telekinetic push. So basically, telekinetic push is kind of explanatory. You use your hands.
Self-explanatory.
What did I say?
You said explanatory.
Oh, okay. It's called telekinetic push. And basically, it's kind of self-explanatory on what you can do. So basically, it sends this power, and you press E on the target, and you have your mouse on them, and you press E on them, and they will get blasted back with this beautiful animation. They will get blasted back, and then they can do it back, but only if there's someone that has telekinesis or something. So I can also reflect stuff with this one, and I actually know it works this time. So let me just show you on the object first. What I can do, I can fling objects away from me. But I don't think there's really a reason. That's just wasting your energy. But if someone flings something at you, you can just reflect it right back. So now if Paige will fling that rock at me, oh, never mind. But if Paige will fling the rock at me now, I can push it right back.
Also, another thing I forgot.
So it kind of worked, but it like didn't work. So let's try it one more time.
Another thing I forgot to tell you about Paige is that you can also telekinetic orb objects. So you just hold F on a rock. And then as you can see, wherever you go, and if you just click F, it will just push it on to people, and rocks obviously flank people away from you. Okay.
Okay, now we will move on to Prue's ability again. So, if Nooby will send a photokinetic blast, not yet. If Nooby will send a photokinetic blast at me, I will send it back. So basically, I was not aimed the right way, so I'm gonna go back at him. But let's go, and we're gonna deflect it now. So go, let's go. Now that we deflected it back at him, we're gonna blind him because of the. Oh, once you're blinded, you can't really see anything. So let's do it again.
I ran out of energy, I told you.
Yeah. Girl, I literally pushed it. You can hear it and everything.
Okay.
Okay, but moving on to the next ability. Go. Oh, moving on to Prue's second to last ability is telekinesis. So moving on to our last ability, or second to last ability. Well, last ability, but like.
Girl, we get it.
We have telekinesis, so you basically hold Q on your target, and they will fly in the air, and you can control them wherever your mouse goes. And then if you click, but let's not click yet because let's make him suffer. But you can drag people on the floor, and basically you can hold them up for your friends to kill them. So if I had like a friend here, I could just hold Nooby in the air and wait until my friend killed him. And then if I needed to finish him off and my friend had no energy, I could just click and he would take some damage and get flung away. If he didn't die to that, I can use my other powers and spam him. But if he does that, I can't really do anything. So you kind of get the whole thing, and that's what I was doing to the rocks over here. So let's go over to the rocks. Okay, so now that we found a rock, we got the rock, and now we can levitate it. And I don't really know why it's really useful to levitate these things, but you can make your friends fly. Oh,
or jump.
Now he's flying on a rock, and now we're gonna fling it so that he takes damage. So you can also push the rock with telekinetic push. So basically, if he comes near me,
stop moving back.
No, stop! It's gonna hit me in the face if you. Okay.
You ready?
I'll do it.
3, 2, 1.
Basically, I can grab the rock and I can grab it and I can fling it right back at him, and he can't really grab it unless he has like the fastest reflexes in the world. Okay, so now that Nooby has grabbed a rock, we will test this out and see if I can grab it.
3.
So let's have him fling it at me. Oh. Okay, well, I grabbed it, as you can see, but it was still affected by that blue stuff that she has. And basically, if it's affected by the blue stuff, I can't do anything with it because she's just going to keep hitting me. So if I just fling it, then she can't do anything with it. And then we'll just grab it. And now that we've grabbed it, we can do anything we want with it, like fling it at Nooby, and he will take damage. By the way, I am blinded right now, so I can't do anything. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Okay.
So now we will move on to the last power for Prue. Last power for Prue is punching. Basically, what you do is you press Control, and you will go up to someone and click them. So basically, if you go up to someone and you click them, you will punch them, you will kick them, and once you kick them, basically what happens is it will make that telekinetic noise, and basically what it does is she has a telekinetic kick which will push them far back and take some damage, like I will show you right now. Now that we're done with Prue, we will showcase Piper and Phoebe.
So, the first power for Piper is really cool. Anywho, basically the first power is Piper can freeze stuff, like projectiles and stuff. So, if Kyle was so said Neena, perhaps. If he threw a bolt at me or his fire blast kind of sorta thing, I could freeze it and it would just stay still in the air. Like, yeah, so that's pretty cool. Okay, stay back, stay social distance. Okay, now. So this is like basically an area kind of thing. So as you can see, I just clicked F and everything around me froze. And yeah, the fireball is just sitting there.
The thing I want to add on is that once you freeze someone, you cannot freeze any witches, like anyone that's in the witch category, you cannot freeze. And you can only freeze demons and projectiles coming at you.
Okay, be a demon. Whenever you reset, you just go. Oh my god. As you can see, the projectile would just stay until someone touches it, and when someone touches it, you get pushed away. So yeah. The next power of Phoebe's, like I showed before, is the future spell.
Did you just say Phoebe?
Piper, same thing. So as you can see, let me just freeze this little demon thing. Girl, she doesn't even look like a demon, to be honest. Anyways, so as you can see, I froze Kyra, forgot her name for a second. As you can see, I just froze Kyra. As you can see, I froze Kyra again, which is like super cool. So yeah. Now the next power is you can burn. Now the next power is you can actually burn someone on fire. This is only for the future spell, which means you have to go to the future kind of thing and then do the spell, and then you will unlock this power. So basically what you do is you just hold R. The longer you hold R, the longer they're on fire. Of course, this will take some of your energy. So just keep that in mind. Don't use all of it because obviously you need to just run away from people, demons, anything. So yeah. It doesn't take away too much damage, but it does take away a lot at the same time, if that makes sense. So if you could be Neena again, that would be pretty great.
Oh, what do you need Neena for?
So I could freeze a projectile again.
Girl, just say that will freeze. I'm not being Neena again just for one power.
Be Nani. Neena. Aina.
No.
Anina o bubina, anana fana no Nina, 5 4 Nina. Fine, shoot this thing. So as you can see, I will freeze Kyle's thingamajiggy. So what you do is you have to put your cursor on the thing and then hold E. It's supposed to freeze. Let me try it again. One second, I'm blinded. Okay, now do it. So as you can see, if you click E on the thing, as you can see, it will freeze mid-air. Super cool. Now, oh, girl, stay away from me. Ah! Oh my god, it looks so pretty. Woman. But yeah. So what this does, it basically creates an explosion and anybody around it will obviously get boom boomed. It does take away a lot of damage, sorta. You can kind of spam this while they're on the ground. This does take away a lot of damage. As you can see, I killed Kyle before, but he was too scared, so he ran away to his mama. And yeah.
Okay, so now that we are done with Piper, we will move on to the last and final character, which is Phoebe. Okay, so now that we are done with the freaking rap Piper, we will go on to Phoebe. This girl is kissing me so sweet home Alabama, and so first move that we have for Phoebe is, let's first just admire her outfit. Her jacket is just so chunky. She looks fat, but you know what? We're not gonna mind that right now. We're just gonna look at her power. So, okay, so now the first power we have for Phoebe is called Levitation Kick. Basically, it's self-explanatory, like I said for Prue as well. Basically, Phoebe has the power of levitation, and she will levitate in the air, and you will pick a spot and put your cursor there, and you'll press G again. So basically, that's all it does. You can kind of escape from stuff if you like. If you don't have any energy and you just only have energy for this, which only takes 18 energy, which you could fly up in the air and just G and just go away from them and just run away. And it will also stun them for like 2 seconds and it'll fall on the floor. Oh, now we will go on to the next power, which is levitation. So the next power that we have for Phoebe is levitation, and basically she will press, whoever is using Phoebe will press F. She will levitate in the air just like the kick, and basically you can turn around wherever you want, and you can use WASD. Okay. The next power that Phoebe has is basically my feature spell ran out, so now we have to go get it. So basically we have to run over to the feature spell.
I will teleport you there. Come near me.
Basically, Paige is bringing us there. Let's go over here and go to this boring thing again. Like we said like 5 million times. And basically we'll do the spell. And we'll get our future powers back. And Phoebe's future power, which is her next power, is called Psychic Reflection. And basically what you do is you go up to someone and you hold R on them, and you will do this pain infliction thing with this really cool effect, and they will kind of wobble in your arms, and they will just be pain inflicted. And they usually can't use their powers, but Paige could. I don't know why, but maybe it's a glitch. So now that we are done with Psychic Reflection, which basically it does like a lot of damage, leaves them at 15 health, and then you can run away, or you can finish them off with your levitation kick if you have enough time, and don't let them heal up too fast because they won't die to it.
Okay, we got
to the next power, which is called Empathic Channeling. I don't really know what this power does, but I'm pretty sure. Basically, Phoebe's next power is called Empathic Channeling, and basically what it does, if there's a projectile coming at you, you will send it back at them and basically reflect it. So if Paige would send me a thing or whatever, I don't know.
Think fast!
It works! Okay, so the next power is Astral Premonition. And basically what you do is you press V on wherever your cursor is. We'll basically teleport there in your premonition. So basically I will press V over here and I will teleport.
Ooh.
And now I'm over here. So now if I go back in my premonition, I will go back where my body was originally. So I'll test that out one more time. We'll go over here as Nooby will show. We'll go over here, and now we're over here. He can't see my body. He can't hit my body unless he comes and hits this one. And then if he comes and chases this body, okay, as you can see, if he's going to come chase this body, and he's going to come chase me, and he's going to come do this, and then I'm going to go back to my body. And somehow I got hit by something, but I'm blind, so now if he sends something at me, I will just reflect it. Hit him. So, woohoo! Now he's dead. So, now the next power is called Premonition.
We're done with Phoebe.
So, the next power that you can use is Premonition. Don't mind the chat, it says stupid flop. And anyway, so the next power is called Premonition, and you'll press Q. And basically, your body will still be there, but you will go to, I think it's the nearest person or just a random person. And you will basically be in their mind, and you can see where they are. And so I can see Nooby right now. I'm basically in his point of view. And if you don't want to get hit, you can go hide yourself so he cannot see you, and then just do a premonition. But the thing about Phoebe is with her premonitions, she will get a little text on her screen when something is coming at her, so that she can either reflect it or run away from it. So as you can see, well, you can't really see, but if Neena sends something at me, it says watch out on my screen, and I will reflect it back at Neena. Now, the second to last power for Phoebe is that called... So now the second to last power is called Empathic Sensing. So you will press C, and basically what will happen is there will be this pink circle on everyone in the map, and you will see where everyone is. So you will not be able to see their character, but you will be able to see this purple circle. And when you can see the purple circle, you...
Okay, so a thing about Phoebe's premonition, Neena also has it, so this is how it looks like. Very much gray and black. So yeah.
Okay, but now let's go back to that, and basically what it does is, I forget, So basically, it will put a pink circle around everyone in the map, and even if it's like really small, that means they're far away from you. But if it's really big on the character, you can see them, and it will make the noise, and it will just be this pink circle. Anyways, so basically, if you press C, you will hear a noise, like that little noise, and you'll see this pink circle on the target's stomach area or his torso. His or her torso, we don't know by legend. So now the last power is Z, and you will basically replicate some.
So basically what replication does, I'm gonna take over. Basically what replication does, it kind of like replicates their power, I guess. I don't really know in Nova showcases, but yeah. Nobody would help us out.
It doesn't actually work right now. I don't think, it might be a glitch or we're just doing it wrong. But if you guys can tell us in the comments.
Yeah, if you guys can tell us in the comments.
Basically, the last power for so basically the last power for Phoebe is called empathic replication. And it's kind of broken right now. Either it's broken or we're just stupid and we can't figure it out. So if you guys can leave a comment in the comment section down below and tell us what it does, basically just tell it what, how to use it and what it does. That would be great. And that is not actually it for Phoebe. We have one more thing. Basically, she has combat just like Prue. Come here.
Oh my god. We get it. You have combat.
Then you can kick like that. And then we can do this kick, which is also
stay back. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to get notified for all my videos whenever I post. And share to all the friends you have to make them happy, because we love making people happy in this channel. And I will see you guys next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye everybody. Let me just burn Kyle's bodies. Okay, good night, Kyle.